Are you truckin' too? Race fans, welcome once again to Gravity Throttle Racing. This is Aaron Tate.
And this is Richard Gere. I'm your play-by-play, and Aaron is going to be helping us with the replays. This tournament and the last truck tournament have really proven to be difficult for our builders and the drivers as we began the season with 32 trying to qualify. 28 made it. We had our first group race just last week, and now Group 2 features the 9 seed, the 10 seed, the 19 seed, and the 20 seed. Aaron, introduce our drivers.
On the inside lane, the number 57 Dodge D100 from Karmic Racing is Hades. Next to Hades is the number 19 seed, and that's Sneaky Bob driving the number 21 Dodge D100 from Vapor Racing. In the third lane, the number 20 seed from Numbskull Racing is Numbskull, driving that GMC Cyclone. And now, on the outside is the highest seed of the race, is Dirty D driving a D100 from Raw Sun God Racing. Take a look, race fans, at these beautiful trucks. As we gear up, let's get truckin'.
And truckin' they will go, and we're right behind them. Race fans, the yellow lights are flashing. Now, Hades is on the inside. Sneaky Bob next to him. Hades has a great start, but Raw Sun God, that's Dirty D. Oh, he had the lead and gave it up to Sneaky Bob. And here comes Hades, both of them down the Joker lane looking really good. Here comes Numbskull. He's making his way around, but I think Sneaky Bob has a bit of a lead, and he comes around, and it looks like whoa! And Sneaky Bob lost 2 positions as Hades has first. Oh, Numbskull's right behind him, but Numbskull not able to finish now. Is he going to finish? He does in second, Sneaky Bob in third. And Dirty D, here he comes. Something must have happened. Will he make it down? He will. Looks like he's coming through in fourth. Well, all the drivers made it in the first round.
And we'll see here on the Mesa Butte Drift why Dirty D got a little bit further behind. He had trouble on the drift. Now Sneaky Bob has a wonderful launch onto the runway, but finds himself spending way too much time. And oh, look at there, as Dirty D also gets himself in trouble on the straightaway. Now, after the first round of racing, the scores show that Hades in first place, and of course Numbskull has 3, Sneaky Bob with 2, Raw Sun God with 1.
Well, actually, that's a Dirty D.
But his truck looks like a god.
Well, I'm sorry you get a little enamored by it. Here we go, race 2. And Dirty D is on the inside lane, but it's once again, it is Sneaky Bob pulling out, and we seem to have lost Numbskull. There goes Hades pulling out in the lead on the Joker lane, but Raw Sun God is taking it. Dirty D, there I go. And, I was just about to say that Sneaky Bob was looking great, but here comes Numbskull. And I don't see anybody coming out of the tunnel. Numbskull is alone. We're being told that
Dirty D.
I
told you.
Boy, Aaron, you and I are really going to have to work on that.
I told you.
Dirty D and Hades got caught in the tunnel.
But let's start instant replay here. Take a look. Richard, watch this drift. There's the fire as the judges are going to consider Numbskull on that drift. There we see the accident with Sneaky Bob, and watch carefully. Watch Dirty D now again as he gets caught sideways entering the tunnel and flips his truck sideways. After 2 rounds of racing, thanks to a 4-point freebie by Numbskull, he has the lead with 7, and Hades is in second with 4.
Yeah, I'm sure Numbskull is thanking the other drivers for those 4 free points. Here we got a green light, and Hades has a good jump. So does Sneaky Bob. He's got the lead, and there they go. Sneaky Bob and Hades. Hades pulls ahead. On to Mesa Butte they go, and there's quite a battle going on the Joker lane too. But Hades is really motoring his way around. No one else seems to be nearby as he makes his way on the runway. Yeah, you gotta like how Hades is navigating. He seems to be very consistent. Now coming on, here comes Sneaky Bob pulling up, but Hades comes in first. Sneaky Bob in second. Oh my goodness, Dirty D has crashed. Watch out, Numbskull, and Numbskull hits him.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I think Numbskull took third, and yep, Dirty D takes fourth. Here on Instant Replay, take a look at Sneaky Bob. He gets a little bit into trouble on Mesa Butte, the drift, and Hades is well ahead, but now Dirty D has the lead as Numbskull is struggling, and he's struggling to make it, but he comes in, smacks Dirty D, raises him from the dead, but still takes third. Now, after 3 rounds of racing, we've got Numbskull in the lead by 1, and Hades is right behind him with 8.
And race fans, if you can believe it, here we are, race 4, the race before our halftime, yellow lights now. Sneaky Bob's on the inside. Ooh, great start by Sneaky Bob, but it's Dirty D with the lead. Dirty D, first time now, has the lead, and Numbskull's looking good. He's got the lead on the Joker lane. Dirty D's got turned around. Hades is right behind, but oh no! And something happened. Dirty D is flipped over and out. Hades has got a clear way down the runway. Once again in first place. Here comes Numbskull to challenge, but he's still quite a bit behind. Spinning around, but Hades is going to come through in first. Whoa! And did you see that? Sneaky Bob just snuck right on by into second.
Yeah, I sure did. Richard, and we're going to take a look at that there. Poor Dirty D is stuck under the tunnel. Check out that drift. That was nice. Oh, and the judges are going to highlight it as Hades has a drift for consideration. But now, this is where things get critical. Hades manages to sneak right on by Dirty D. Wow, that was amazing. And here comes Numbskull, and here comes Sneaky Bob. And you're thinking at this point in time, Numbskull, maybe he'll catch up. Maybe he'll catch up to Dirty D, but woo! It is Sneaky Bob that just motors down as we enter into halftime. Hades has the lead, Numbskull's right behind, but Sneaky Bob has not gone anywhere.
And race fans, welcome to our halftime.
Introducing In Count versus In Count. Wahahaha.
And last week, the Bolo truck beat the Bolo car. This week, the In Count car prevails. The cars and trucks are tied at 1 in our halftime. And race fans, remember now, we're in the second half. This is where the outside lanes have a chance for extra points crossing the train. But it looks like the inside end, whoa, and I was about to say, but Sneaky Bob is spun around somehow. Numbskull's looking pretty good. Here come the train. Oh, Numbskull is stuck. And it's Dirty D that has caught. He is stopped, and hey, Numbskull has missed the train altogether. Something's happened to Sneaky Bob. Now Sneaky Bob is spinning around. Here comes Numbskull, passing him on the runway. Now we're taking a look at Hades, and Hades is stuck. Nobody has finished yet. Numbskull hits him. All right, Hades in first, Numbskull in second, and here comes Sneaky Bob in third. What a crazy race that was.
Yeah, and we'll straighten it out here for all the fans as Numbskull does a little bit of overdrifting. Same thing with Dirty D, who manages to get Numbskull unstuck but pays the price without finishing. Now, we know that Numbskull missed the train altogether. That's 0 points for him as well. You have to cross the train to at least get 1. Now we see the other drivers coming around the Big U, and after 5 rounds of racing, Hades has a first place finish and has the lead with 16. Numbskull has 14, although no points for the train cross, and it is Sneaky Bob with 10.
And race fans, I know it's been a rough race for Dirty D, who is on the inside here, only with 2 points. Let's see how he does. The lights are green. He's got a good start, but oh my goodness, he has hit the snowbank and he has stopped. Sneaky Bob is really cruising along nicely. Good drift, and he's got a clear lead over the others, making his way over the train for 2 points. That's good, and it looks like Numbskull has done the same. 2 points for him. It's a real battle between second and third, and it looks like, yep, it is Hades sneaking through. Here comes Sneaky Bob for a first place finish, and Hades takes second, Numbskull in third.
And it just goes to show, race fans, the competition is very tight amongst all the drivers, but for Dirty D, just take a look here as he lands on his left side, just enough to get him cockeyed, and his race was done. Sneaky Bob has a good drift. Oh, there's no flame to that one, but Numbskull has had some wonderful drifting today. Here we see good old Hades holding off for a second place finish. Now look how tight the score is. With 2 races remaining, we've got a 3-point difference between the top 3 drivers on the scorecard.
Well, and I know the race fans are just loving this, and the drivers are pulling their hair out with nerves as we gear up for race number 7. Numbskull's on the inside. Dirty D has a good start. Numbskull, something's happened to him, and it looks like he is out as Hades has the lead now on Mesa Butte. Good drifting. Oh no, and it looks like Sneaky Bob is stuck on Mesa Butte, and Hades gets 2 extra points for crossing the train. And there goes Dirty D. Dirty D has the lead. Hades and Dirty D seem to be the only ones left in this charge for the second to last race, and Dirty D flips the truck, but he makes it through. First place for him, and Hades takes second.
And Dirty D finally picks up a win.
Wow.
But for Numbskull, the race didn't begin as well as he had hoped as he gets over the creek jump, but somehow gets to shimmying and loses all of his momentum in the snow. Dirty D has a barrel roll, but holds off Hades, taking first place. Only 2 more drivers have finished here. Take a look at Hades. 2 points for crossing the train. He's got 24. The final race really comes down to either Numbskull or Sneaky Bob.
All right, race fans, Sneaky Bob is closest to us. Numbskull is right next to him. All eyes are on the Joker lane. It's a slow start by Numbskull as Sneaky Bob has the lead. Here comes Numbskull. He's pulling ahead. Not for long, though. He's behind. And Sneaky Bob has a nice line going down the Joker lane. Hades looks good, and it looks like Dirty D has spun out. Sneaky Bob has a really good run on the Joker lane. Here he comes next to Hades. He's currently in second. Oh, but now he pulls ahead. He's in first place. Second place is Hades, who is battling it out with Numbskull. Numbskull's in third. Right now, there's our first place finish. Numbskull must take third at least, and here comes Hades in second, and Numbskull is stuck. Ladies and gentlemen, Numbskull is not finishing.
And race fans, let's take a look here at the scoreboard. As the preliminary score shows Hades has the win. Now Numbskull is 2 points behind Sneaky Bob. We still have the best performing drift, and can you believe it, race fans? Numbskull gets 2 points. The judges are giving him. This will bring Numbskull up into a tie, and we have a sudden death on our hands for the second slot.
Okay, race fans, this is sudden death, and we've got Sneaky Bob on the outside, yellow lights. Numbskull's on the inside, and Sneaky Bob has a great start. Numbskull's behind. Here goes Sneaky Bob. Whoa, what happened to Sneaky Bob? He has spun around again in the snow, and Numbskull is looking good. Wait a minute, something's happened. He has had some troubles, and Sneaky Bob is making his way. He is in first place, going down the runway. Where is Numbskull? Race fans, we're watching Sneaky Bob come around, and this may be the first victory for him as he spins the truck around and comes through. One victory for Sneaky Bob, and here comes Numbskull, making his way across the finish line. Remember, it's the first to 2. And now we're waiting for the second race as the lights are yellow. Sneaky Bob is on the inside, Numbskull on the outside. Numbskull has the lead. He's holding a slight lead and pulling a little bit ahead as Sneaky Bob makes his way down the Joker lane. Now it's Numbskull's turn. Coming, looking, nice drift. And here he comes around over the bridge. He seems to have the lead. No, wait a minute, I spoke too soon. He is stuck, and Sneaky Bob is coming through. Numbskull is stuck on the side of the road in the S-turns. And Sneaky Bob, if he can make it past the finish, he will be moving on. Here he comes down the scrambler, pulling it through. Congratulations for Sneaky Bob.
For Dirty D and for Numbskull, we appreciate you being here and being a part of Gravity Throttle Racing. Are you trucking too?